Well, guys, good morning. Here it is. It's time for my story. You can tell I'm a senior white male in the United States of America. Okay? I don't even care if you know. Orange Park, Florida. All right? So one day, I'm just watching television and I hear a big slam at my front door. What the hell is that, right? So I looked out my dining room window, which is a big window adjacent to the front door, and underneath my tree is a white cop, gun drawn, mouthing the words, "Open your door," which already would have happened had they knocked on the door and said, "Orange Park Sheriff's Department," but they didn't. I opened the door. Of course, I have a little dog that runs in the street, so I had picked him up. And I opened the door. As soon as I opened the door, there were three white officers there with three Glocks pressed tightly against my forehead. And I guess the leader of the bunch said, "Put that motherfucking dog down." I said, "I can't put him down. You run in the street and get hit by a car." I said, "I'm not going to tell you again. Put that motherfucking car down." I said, "Well, there's four of you there. Three of you got your guns against my forehead. Why don't somebody get froggy and take the fucking shot? Since I live alone anyway and no one's really going to give a shit. But then you can explain why you went to my house unannounced and murdered me at my front door. Now, if you want to shut the fuck up, everybody can come in and I'll put the dog in his kennel. And we can try to sort out why in the fuck you're here." So anyway, turns out anybody can call in an anonymous call and say they've had an interaction with you and they feel that you're agitated or unstable and you may harm yourself or others. That's all they got to do, anywhere in the country. And here come the Mounties. Yeah, I'm a white guy, almost died that day. So they forced me to go to the hospital unarrested. I said, "Am I being arrested?" "No, but you're coming with us if we got to knock you down and hog tie you." I said, "Man, I just been to the doctor. My damn tendons in my shoulder, left shoulder, are torn from the bone. I'm waiting for surgery. I'll do what you got to do, but don't hurt my shoulder. Can you cuff me in the front?" No, and they jammed my arms behind me. I could feel the shoulder pull. We go out to a Mustang squad car with both of the seats pressed all the way back against the back seat. I say, "Can you give me somewhere for my legs?" "No, just get in." And he pushed me in, so I was stuck in this awkward laying position. So we make it to the hospital, and we're just sitting there. And from all the agitation, I felt like a butcher knife was in my left shoulder. I said, "Hey, we're here now. I'm telling you, I feel like a butcher knife's in my left shoulder. I told you it's injured. So can we go inside now? And you can say whatever. I still don't know why in the hell I'm here, but I can seek medical attention." And he started laughing. I said, "What's so funny? I've respectfully requested medical attention, and we're at the hospital emergency room parking lot." He says, "Shut the fuck up. We'll go inside when I'm good and goddamn ready to go." So in we go, and then of course we don't need to talk about that part too much. I'm just livid, just going off at the mouth, screaming and hollering, and then the police in there got involved and with a doctor and said, "What's going on?" And I told him, "I think he's ripped my fucking shoulder the rest of the way, and the pain's unbearable." So then they told me about the anonymous call. They said the police normally don't disclose that. They interviewed me for a few minutes, observed me for 30 minutes, and the mental health doctor come out and said, "It's my job to get you out of here. You're perfectly stable. There's four officers showed up. They should have been able to figure that out and never brought you here. So from my point, I'm sorry." I says, "Great. Now I can pay for a freaking ride home." So we get home. I go back to the doctor, right? Now my tears in my shoulder are worse, much worse. And the surgery gets punched up, so I go and contact Clay County Sheriff's Department in Florida, Internal Affairs, and deal with a sergeant and tell him what happened. And he says he'll investigate it. And yeah, 3 weeks go by, he calls me back. He said, "Yeah, we looked into it, and there's nothing we're going to do." sorry your injury got worse. I said, yeah, now I know why people get pissed off, and understand so far I'm white and all I've dealt with is white people. So no, I wasn't looking for an ambulance chaser because I've been blessed with a few bucks. And I said, well, let's get a lawyer then, because I got the medical records and I got the date of these people coming, and I got the date that they drug me out of here without being put under arrest. And we'll take it to court. Well, now I know why they act like they were. I contacted 6 criminal lawyers and the people they referred me to. And as soon as I said that it was a violence incident and my injury was made worse by the actions of Orange Park, Florida Sheriff's Department officers' actions, no one would take the case even though I was paying out of my pocket. So that's why they do any damn thing they want. But no, it's not just people of color. And when it's an officer of color attacking a citizen of color, then for some reason they bury the frickin' story. But I've been all over with mine, and nobody gives a shit about mine. But hey, all somebody had to do was slip. Their fingers were on the trigger. The barrels, they weren't pointed at me. They were resting on my forehead. And I'm standing there in a t-shirt with my dog in my hand and a pair of shorts. Give me a frickin' break. So anyway, over and out. Try to work all that into this George Flynn shit and see what we come up with, right? The idea is they need to be accountable. So I'm sure I found out that the guy that hurt me has had charges against him before, just like these guys that killed George Floyd have all had umpteen previous complaints, but nothing ever gets investigated, nothing ever gets prosecuted, so they're left out there just like the bad doctors that kill people and do malpractice are that small percentage, but they won't self-police, and the physicians won't get together and make sure that the licenses of the dangerous doctors get yanked, and we just get rid of them. But that's where we're at. So hey, good morning everybody. I hope somebody watches this damn thing. We'll try to title it something because it's not clickbait. I think it's very important for people to understand that this is not pursuant to anything. And in my case, it was same race, and a lot of times it's same race, but nothing for me. I called the TV stations. They didn't want to interview me. They didn't want to talk. As soon as they heard I was white and the officers were white, they said, I'm sorry, but we're not really interested in pursuing that kind of a police brutality case. I said, of course you're not. We don't want to know that we're all being treated the same and there's no accountability. So there we go. Have a wonderful day, okay?